In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Flux module, which creates a feedback diffusion flow effect. I've got this video that I created using Kyber AI, and I'm just going to switch the Flux effect on, and you can see the effect it's having. So the first dial we've got here is Flux. This essentially controls the intensity of the effect. If you think of the underlying video as a pool of water, you can imagine this flux effect as being like a stone that you throw in the water, and the higher up it is, the bigger the ripples are, and the smaller it is, the smaller the ripples are. Under here we've got a color dial, so this controls the color of the effect, pretty straightforward. And then here you've got a button where you can invert the color. Over here we've got an attractor dial. This controls how much of your video or image is going to be affected. So if it's right down, we can see only certain parts of it have the effect applied, and then when you turn it right up, the whole thing has it applied. This effect is based on the contrast and movement of your underlying image, so it's going to behave differently depending on what you've got underneath it. And then we've got this flow adjust dial. This controls the direction of the flow essentially, so you can see when it's to the left it's moving more towards the left, and then when it's on the right it's moving more towards the right. And then we've got this speed dial, which controls the speed of the flow. But the flow adjust dial will also have an impact on the speed, so you can use these two dials together to get the effect you want. In the bottom left corner, we've got our usual transparency effects. So this one controls the overall transparency. And then here we have got our blend modes, so you can blend the effect in different ways with the original video. And here we've got a T button. When that is highlighted, it will apply the effect as a texture map. All of these controls have both beat and audio responsive functions. So if you want them to change in accordance with the beat, you can select these, and now all of these are changing randomly in accordance with your master beat control on your player over here. So I've got it set to quarter notes, so every quarter note all of these are going to change. And if you want them to respond to your audio, you can just choose your usual sound responsive controls here. So I'm going to set the flux control to change in accordance with the higher frequencies. I'm going to have the color change with the beat. The attractor I'm going to have change also on the higher frequencies, and the flow adjust and speed I'll have change in accordance with the lower frequencies. So I'm going to play some audio now and we can see how that looks.